In 1971, National Airlines released this advertisement. It pictured a real flight attendant and a new slogan, "Fly me."
All over Florida, fly me.
Within months, the campaign included Joe, Denise, and Laura.
The airlines basically tried to sell the stewardesses as sex objects.
I'm Diane, fly me. I'm Terry, fly me. I'm Marisa, fly me.
And it worked. After the Fly Me campaign, National saw a 19% jump in ticket sales. Soon, other airlines followed. This was one of the many ways that the airline industry degraded flight attendants and discriminated against them for decades, until flight attendants got together and pushed back.
It was pretty spectacular to be in a room full of other flight attendants who were saying enough is enough.
And I was just not going to sit back and allow this to continue.
Flight attendants changed the airline industry and became one of the first groups in the U.S. to fight discrimination in the workplace.
They truly paved the way for working women in the United States today, and nobody knows about them.
This working jet set, who breakfast in New York and lunch in Phoenix.
Throughout the 50s and 60s, becoming a flight attendant, known as a stewardess at the time, was one of the most coveted jobs for women.
If you were a young woman and your other employment opportunities were things like teacher or nurse or maybe a man's secretary, the idea you could be jet-setting around the country, talking to men like Don Draper.
Where are you staying?
Belvedere.
You can see how appealing that might have been.
The airline sold an elite, glamorous image of air travel and relied on stewardesses to deliver that message.
The smiling hostess or stewardess who anticipates the needs of every passenger.
To make sure stewardesses matched the standards that were advertised to passengers, airlines came up with incredibly strict hiring practices.
To qualify on most airlines, she must be healthy, single, and between the ages of 21 and 28. She must be between 5 feet 2 and 5 feet 6 inches in height and of normal weight.
You had to have straight teeth, clear skin, no glasses. You had to be extremely slim.
When I first applied, I had a male interviewer at that time who measured my hips.
Paula Marie Daughter flew over 3 million miles as a stewardess and model for TWA.
And it was pretty much the standard fare in terms of how they treated young women.
The process was designed to make the job feel exclusive. One ad for Eastern Airlines even presented the losers, showcasing that they pass up around 19 girls before getting one that qualifies.
They're probably good enough to get a job anywhere they want. But at Eastern, we're very choosy about whom we let serve you on a plane.
She's awkward. She wears glasses.
But the biggest one was,
she's married.
You couldn't be married.
A male business traveler could get on the airplane, look around, and know that all of these stewardesses were theoretically available.
That's where age limits played a big role too. Airlines wanted to keep the workforce young, and some forced women to retire as young as 27. A lot of these hiring restrictions were explicit, but there was one standard that was unwritten yet consistently enforced. You had to be white.